You send a message to someone you love, no reply. An hour passes, then 2. Your chest tightens in a way that feels completely out of proportion to what just happened. But the real answer is far stranger. That tightness is not anxiety. It is not insecurity. It is a survival alarm that has been running in your nervous system since before you could walk. Your brain treats silence from a loved one as a threat, not a metaphor for a threat, an actual, physical, biological threat. The same circuitry that would fire if a predator stepped out of the dark is firing right now because someone did not text you back. How did something so small get so loud inside you? It starts before language, before memory, before you had a single word to describe what you needed. In 1975, a developmental psychologist named Edward Tronick ran one of the most quietly devastating experiments in the history of human research. He called it the still face experiment. A mother sits across from her infant. She smiles. The baby smiles back. They mirror each other, laugh, point, reach. The connection is alive and electric. Then the researcher signals the mother to go still. Flat face, no expression, no response, just blank, empty presence. Within seconds, the baby notices. The infant tries harder, bigger smiles, louder sounds. Reaching arms, everything in the baby's body is saying, "Come back, come back, come back." When the mother stays still, the baby turns away. The tiny body slumps. Stress hormones flood a nervous system that is only months old. The experiment lasts about 2 minutes. The damage to the baby's stress response begins in under 60 seconds. Tronick's work revealed something that changed how scientists understood human development. Connection is not a comfort. It is a biological requirement. When a caregiver goes emotionally silent, the infant brain does not register absence. It registers danger. Now here is where it gets strange. Robert Sapolsky, the behavioral biologist at Stanford, has spent decades studying how stress works in primates. His research shows that the most damaging kind of stress is not pain. It is unpredictability, not knowing if the signal will come, not knowing if the face will be warm or blank. Your nervous system can adapt to hardship. What it cannot adapt to is randomness. This is why a partner who is sometimes cold and sometimes warm is more destabilizing than one who is simply distant. The inconsistency keeps your threat detection system permanently switched on. Your body never gets to rest. It keeps scanning, keeps waiting, keeps sending the signal, "Come back." Tronick's babies were doing exactly what Sapolsky's primates do under unpredictable social stress. They were not being dramatic. They were being biological. But here is the counterintuitive part. This response does not weaken as you grow up. It sharpens. Robin Dunbar, the evolutionary anthropologist at Oxford, argues that your brain evolved specifically to track a small circle of close relationships. Around 5 people sit at the very center of that circle. Those 5 people are not just emotionally important to you. They are neurologically load-bearing. Your brain uses cues from them to calibrate whether the world is safe or dangerous. A cold shoulder from a stranger barely registers. A cold shoulder from one of those 5 people hits your threat system the same way a physical wound does. Brain imaging studies confirm this. Social pain and physical pain activate overlapping regions, the same neural territory, the same alarm. Naomi Eisenberger at UCLA showed in 2003 that being excluded, even in a simple computer game with strangers, lit up the dorsal anterior cingulate cortex, the part of your brain that processes the sting of a burn. Silence from someone you love is not just uncomfortable, it is pain. Measured, mapped, documented pain. So what do you do with this today? The next time you feel that disproportionate tightness when someone goes quiet, do not dismiss it as weakness. Do not call it neediness. Recognize it for what it is, an ancient system doing exactly what it was built to do. Your nervous system is not broken. It is loyal to a design that kept your ancestors alive in small bands on open grasslands, where being cut off from your group meant death before morning. The system is old, the stakes in modern life are different, but the hardware has not been updated. You can work with it. Name what is happening. Tell yourself, this is the still face response. My body thinks I am in danger. I am not in danger. The naming alone begins to quiet the alarm. And if you are the one who has gone silent towards someone who loves you, understand this. Your stillness is not neutral. To their nervous system, it is loud. You sent a message to someone you love, no reply. An hour passed, and somewhere in your chest, a baby who needed a face to come back to was still waiting.